Hi, good evening, and welcome everyone to this special webinar on goal mapping, focused on helping you to make 2019 your best year yet. Please, if you haven't already done so, would you mute your microphones on the Skype settings so we're not picking up any background noise. We've got a lot of people joining tonight, more than 350 people registered for the webinar, and those of you that are on here are the 100 that the system allows. I will be recording it and then making the recording available afterwards. We've got a real mixture of people tonight from many countries, some people very familiar with goal mapping and have been following goal mapping and creating goal maps for many years, some people also certified teachers, trainers, coaches of goal mapping. And we also have some people that are brand new and this is their first experience of goal mapping. So I want to start by just giving a few minutes to show the bigger picture of what goal mapping is so that everybody's aware of it. And then we're going to go into looking at how you create a goal map. And I'm going to be doing it in real time tonight using the online system. I'll bring up the presentation for people that are new to goal mapping, and I'm just going to make sure I've got the screen share on. So goal mapping, not a new program, it's been around for a long time now, more than 23 years. We'll be having some sort of celebration on the 25th anniversary. It's reached more than 4 million people in that time, and it's used in a lot of different ways by different people to achieve different things. So I've been teaching the system around the world in many countries. Here's one of my main goal maps, which I've been working with for some years. It's a long-term goal, which is to help lift 7 million lives. I'm a bit more than halfway so far. And I'm presenting the technique and the whole day workshop and accompanying principles that go with it into big businesses and small businesses, all sorts of organizations, also coaching schools like the Coaching Academy. I've had a lot of goal mapping in the past. And with state schools. Here a group of Swedish school children going through goal maps. More than 1 million children from many countries have created goal maps as far away as places like Africa and Brazil, Canada. We have sports people using the program. This is Catalin Konya with her goal map that she said helped give her the edge and win the world championship. And she was world champion within her sport 3 years in a row and has become one of the certified trainers of the system. And for many years I've been traveling and presenting it. It's appeared in magazines in various countries, and the work with goal mapping, both with myself and the other people that teach it, there is more than 1,300 certified trainers and coaches around the world that now share the system, all helping to reach a lot of people. It's recommended by some of the top coaches and business leaders in the world. Here a quote by Anthony Robbins saying that how effective the goal mapping system is. And here is a goal map. And for those of you that are new to goal mapping, what makes a goal map unique and is the source of its power really is this combination of words and pictures. Both are equally important. The words are really for our conscious mind, and words allow us to be very exact, very precise about our goal. We can quantify, we can say how much, how many, by when. We can give detail in the way that it's not so easy to do with pictures. The imagery is more to activate our creative mind, and through it, with the imagery, to impress the goal upon our subconscious, because our subconscious mind, which works like our own personal autopilot, responds to imagery much more than words. When you go to sleep at night, it's really your conscious mind that goes to sleep. Your subconscious keeps working and produces dreams. And I expect you, like everyone else in the world, will dream in pictures. I ask the question everywhere I go. I've spoken in more than 30 countries around the world. And I ask everyone, do you dream in words or pictures? And it's always pictures, because imagery is the language of the subconscious. The older way of setting goals, if you go back to the 1960s, 70s, 80s, the recommendation you'll see in so many books is to rewrite your goals again and again, line after line, every day for a month, because it needed the repetition of the words to create impact on the subconscious. The more modern way is to use dream boards. And I work with a lot of people that have dream or vision boards, and they're often very good, but what they're lacking, of course, is the clarity that the words bring. And very rarely is there an action plan with a dream board. Within a goal map, you have both aspects. You have the words for your conscious understanding, and you have the imagery to command your subconscious. We have two sides to our brain, and the latest brain research is showing that both sides of our brain, the left and the right brain, can do all the different things, which is why when somebody has an accident or suffers a stroke and it destroys one part of their brain and maybe they lose the ability to speak for a while, if they set a goal, if they access and engage their free will by having a strong intention, another part of their brain will rewire itself and take up the challenge of speaking, and they learn to speak again through using a different part of their brain. Generally though, and this is just a simple model for our understanding, the left side of our brain is more logical and thinks in words. It's more the conscious mind. The right side of the brain is more the creative mind, leadership mind, and it thinks in pictures. And it's this combination of the two that make us effective, regardless of which side of the brain does which. The ability to use our logical mind and creative mind is what makes us effective. We all have a great many brain cells. The estimate is you have 100 billion brain cells, and each of your brain cells grow these arms and branches, which are called dendrites, and they're all separated by a small gap known as the synaptic gap. If the thought that we think is positive, whether that's a positive thought about our future by setting a goal, a New Year's resolution, an intention of some nature, or whether it's a positive thought about ourselves as a person, it triggers the release of a chemical into our brain called serotonin, which gives us a positive feeling. There's a lot of medical reports written on this, but you can simply check it out in your own experience. If you start to focus your mind onto something very positive right now, within a few moments, you'll trigger the release of serotonin and you will start to feel positive in this moment. Serotonin is also the chemical that helps join the brain cells together. It bridges the synaptic gap. It allows our thought to continue on its journey, and we build this positive connection of thought that helps join the brain cells together. Setting goals really helps us to maintain and strengthen the connection. Every time we remind ourselves of our goal, every time we visualize ourselves achieving our goal, every time we tell ourselves that we're going to follow through with our goal, we re-establish the brain cell connection. Gradually, that connection forms into a belief, and the belief commands our subconscious. The more connections we make, the more we're able to activate and access both sides of our brain, helping us to have a vision, an idea, creativity about ourselves, our life, our future, and also make a plan, follow a strategy, take effective action. And it's engaging both sides of our brain in this way that helps us to be at our best. Goal mapping does this really effectively because of this balanced combination of words and pictures. The words for our conscious mind enable us to be master of ourselves and to set the goals. Our subconscious mind works like a magical genie. And this is the analogy that we use in the children's presentation, that your subconscious can do amazing things. It has great power, but it can't wish for you. You must command the genie. And so by using your conscious mind and being clear about your goal in words, and then creating that goal also in pictures, we help to engage both the conscious and subconscious mind, enabling us to set intentions and move forward and achieve them. Another analogy that I use is that the subconscious is like your own personal autopilot. As long as you give a clear destination, a postcode, an address, then your subconscious will guide you there. And it's able to do things that the scientists still do not fully understand, or can work out how the subconscious achieves what it does. What's important is that we are clear and exact about the goal. I recently needed to travel to London. I couldn't remember the name of the hotel address, so I just put London. Of course, my sat-nav, my Google Maps, guided me to the centre of London. It was good, but it was nowhere near the hotel that I needed to be. By searching the hotel, getting the address, I was able to go exactly there. And on the way home, my sat-nav took me an entirely different route, because it was able, through connecting to the internet and navigation, to know there was a roadblock ahead, and it found a more suitable, faster route for me. And again, this is an example of how our subconscious and universal consciousness, through the law of attraction, works. That once we set the intention, our subconscious will help us make the journey, both the conscious journey that we know of, the path that we believe we need to take, as well as bringing us intuitions, ideas, making us notice synchronicity, so that we find our fastest path. Creating your map in words and pictures helps you to command your subconscious, be clear with your conscious mind. The 7 steps of goal mapping focus on identifying what you want to achieve, which goes in the center of the map, with the main goal right in the center. And then why you want it. What are your main motivating reasons? And then importantly, when do you want to achieve it? Because without a date, it's not really a goal, it's simply a wish. And then we need to think about how, to identify some of the major actions we will need to take along the journey. And who's going to be involved, who's going to help us? Is it just us individually, or are there other people connected with the goal? By going through the 7 steps, it helps you to get clear about what you want and why and when, who's going to help, how you're going to do it. It's important to have multiple goal maps, starting with one that is about you living your best life, and that's represented by the center circle here in the middle of the diagram on the screen, and then to create additional maps. And this is my recommendation, that you create a goal map for your happiness, another for self-esteem, well-being, material, financial success, creating great relationships, and also working with a sense of purpose for your life, making a difference to others. 7 goal maps covering all the important areas of life. I call it the life path journey. And while we may each have our own individual path in life that we follow, these are the key destinations that we all need to explore and know our way to, if we're going to really fulfill our potential and live our best life. My recommendation to you is that you register at my website, which is goalmapping.com. That will allow you to access both the downloadable, printable paper templates if you wish to draw your goal map, or to use the free online software. Both the templates and the software are free to use. Just go to goalmapping.com and click on the register and enter your details. I don't share the data with anyone, so you can feel quite safe, and you won't be bombarded with loads of marketing material. We just send out a few emails per year and a daily inspirational quote, which if you don't want, you can simply turn it off. Each of the dots on the island with the online program is a piece of video from the goal mapping workshop. And you can see in the top corner, we have a workshop coming in January 19th at Heathrow, where I'll be guiding a lot of people. We now have 175 people registered for the workshop. Here's the link again for the online program. As we go through tonight, if you have questions that you'd like to ask, please write them in the text field on the Zoom system here. I'll do my best to read them and answer them as we go through. I'm just going to come out of the PowerPoint presentation now and go back to the screen share and bring up the goal mapping website. So I was already logged in. If you're not already logged in, you're going to come to a page like this. Goalmapping.com is the main website. And then here is the login page. Just enter your details and register, and it will accept you immediately. There's a lot of features and benefits on the website you can use. I'll explain some of them afterwards, but for now, I'd like to get straight into creating the map. You can either click on the button here where it says create new goal map, or you can go here to your goal map list. You can see I have a great many goal maps for different areas of my life, and I keep my old goal maps as well. If you click on create new goal map, it's going to take you to the 7 steps. And the first step of goal mapping is the dream. And for this first step, there is a video that you can watch at your leisure. But I'm going to guide you through a dream in real time. I recommend that you give your goal map a name. So my best 2019. No, let's have my best year ever. I have a feeling it's going to be a great year this year for me. What I'd like you to do now is just relax, please. Sit back in your chair, close your eyes, and allow me to guide you on a short visualization to see your best year. I'm going to close my eyes because I find it easier to concentrate that way. And we're just going to spend a few moments going through seeing your best year, and then we'll progress with writing in the goals. Take a nice, big, deep breath in through your nose, please. Breathe out slowly through your mouth, and as you breathe out through your mouth, saying the words relax 3 times to yourself in your own language. And once more now, deep breath in through your nose. And this time as you breathe out slowly through your mouth, saying the words, I am, 3 times to yourself in your own language. And once more now, deep breath in through your nose. And this time as you breathe out slowly through your mouth, saying the words, within, 3 times to yourself in your own language. Relax, I am within. I'd like you to imagine a stream of relaxation flowing in through the top of your head, like white light, soothing, calming, relaxing all of the areas that it touches. Imagine now relaxing your scalp, your forehead, your cheeks, your tongue, your jaw. Give yourself permission to relax those areas completely, becoming more and more gently relaxed now with each easy breath that you take, and each sound that you hear moves you deeper into relaxation. As the relaxation now flows down through your neck, relaxing your shoulders, arms and hands, all the way down to the tips of your fingers. Give yourself permission to relax those areas completely. Becoming more and more gently relaxed now as the relaxation moves even deeper. Relaxing your chest, relaxing your stomach, into your hips, thighs, calves, ankles, feet, and toes. A gentle wave of relaxation softly flowing through your body. I'd like you to imagine now walking along a beautiful sandy seashore. Clear blue skies above you, soft rolling waves, and a warm sun shining down upon your skin. As you stroll along this beautiful, carefree beach, your attention is taken by a small blue bottle poking from the sand. As you pick up the bottle, the top comes open, and there appears a large, blue, shining genie. The genie says, "Your wish is my command. Anything you truly desire, I will grant you." I want you to take yourself forward in time now, knowing you have the power to create your life exactly as you would choose it to be. Take a walk through an ideal day that represents you living your ideal life. Starting from when you first awake in the morning, what is the scene that greets you? In your ideal day of your ideal life, are you living in your ideal home? Have you made 2019 the year that you're going to renovate that home, redecorate the home, maybe even extend the home? Or have you perhaps moved to a new home, maybe in a new location, maybe even another country in the world? Now take a look around that home. Check out the view from the windows, get a sense of where you are, feeling for the place. Now begin your day. Having your best day of your best year in 2019, how are you beginning? Are you starting with meditation? Are you going out for exercise? Are you eating a healthy, balanced diet? Now begin dressing yourself for the work day ahead. And in your ideal day of your ideal life, to do your ideal work, what type of clothes are you wearing? Are you dressed smart and suited for your ideal work, or more relaxed and casual? Now start your journey to work. How are you traveling? Are you walking to work? Are you cycling? Are you taking a bus? Are you journeying on a train? Are you flying on an aeroplane? If you're driving a car, what type of car? Or maybe you work from home. Now arrive at your workplace. And in your ideal day of your ideal life, to do your ideal work, where are you working? Are you working in the same place where you currently work? Or have you moved to a new location, a bigger office, a new premise, maybe an entirely new career path? Now begin moving through your working day. Have you learnt new skills? Have you developed new abilities? Have you achieved new qualifications? Who are you working with? Is it the same people? Or are there new people? New colleagues you're working with, new customers that have been attracted to you? What purpose does your work serve in your ideal day? What difference are you making to others through your work? And how do you feel about the work you do? The major sensations and emotions of fulfillment, satisfaction, and a sense of purpose. Now move beyond your work day and into the social areas of your life. And in your ideal day of your ideal life, do you have hobbies and interests that help you to stay alert and balanced mentally? Are you making time for yourself to nourish yourself emotionally? Are you active with sports and exercise, following a good diet to stay balanced physically? And are you saving for a better economy, putting some money away, creating for yourself a financial freedom? Are you socializing with friends? And are you making time for family? Maybe even visiting distant family? And are you making a difference in your local community? Are you supporting a cause, helping a charity, making a difference to others in some way? Now return home to be with your immediate family. And in your ideal day of your ideal life, what is the quality like of the relationships you enjoy with your immediate family? How are you all getting along together? Finally, in your ideal day of your ideal life, what is the quality like of the relationships you have with yourself? How do you feel about yourself? A sense of self-worth, self-acceptance, and self-love. See all the sights, hear all the sounds, feel all the feelings, and know whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can work towards and ultimately achieve. When you're ready, in your own time, come back to the present moment, bringing with you any insights, ideas, or intentions to serve you. Knowing it's all possible. And when you feel ready, I'd like you to open your eyes. And if you have a pen and paper and you want to just jot down some of the things that you just thought about that you would like to set as goals, please do so now. For those of you that have the website open, you can of course enter your goals directly into the field where it says Add Dream. Chris Davey, could you turn your microphone off, please, as the sound's coming through a little bit and it keeps showing up on the system. I'm going to enter in some of my goals for real, and some of the things that I would like to achieve next year are to get super fit. And here's the first learning. Whenever we are setting goals, we want the goal statement to be as powerful as possible. And to make the goal statement powerful, it needs to be written in the form of an affirmation. When I'm coaching people, this is one of the main things that I focus on in coaching them to create their goal map. So an affirmation is always written using personal, positive, and present tense. So I get super fit. Also, it's some of the small changes that add up to a big difference. And by simply using capital letters at the first letter of each word, it really increases the impact that it has on your mind. So I get super fit, and I'm going to put a target in here at 80 kg, which is the weight that I was when I was 21. And this summer, I want to get back to that same weight. I'm going to click Add Dream and enter that in. It's good to have goals from different areas of your life, not just all from the same area. I know a lot of people are focused on health and fitness goal maps at this time of year. And Shirley, could you turn your microphone off, please? Mute your system. Thank you. So you can create a goal map where you're focused on just one area of your life, such as health and fitness. And I was talking to someone about this just an hour ago because I have a webinar coming for them with their health and fitness app. But for your first goal map, I really recommend that you have a spread of goals looking at all the important areas of your life. So as well as a health and fitness goal, I want to have a business goal, which is I increase my profit 20%. I also want to include my family, and my goal with my children this year is to go camping and skiing. So I take my, let's put a capital there, children camping and skiing. And in addition to this, a personal development goal for myself is that I want to learn a few more words of Italian. I speak a little bit of Italian, and whenever I'm in Italy, my friends are always pushing me to speak more. So I learn some, let's have a capital, some more Italian. Just enter that one in. And then one more, which is really, again, a business goal, but it's also a personal aspiration, which is I speak, no, I present goal mapping in Brazil. It's one of the countries I haven't yet worked in, even though we have some coaches and trainers. I recommend that you have 5 goals. Some people will have only 3 or even less, but 5 I think is a good number to have. And this first step is about dreaming big and dreaming broadly, and then the second step is about working really with your logical mind and to ask yourself one key question. Which one of your goals is the main goal to achieve? Now, emotionally, you may wish them all equally. Logically, there will always be one that by achieving that one goal, you help yourself to achieve the others. And I'm passionate about taking my children skiing and camping, and I'm super passionate about presenting goal mapping in lots of places around the world. And obviously increasing my profit is also good. But if there is one goal that's really going to help me this year, I feel it's my health and fitness. By getting super fit and healthy, that's going to give me the energy and the power to do all of these other things. It's going to give me a greater level of motivation with learning Italian. I'm going to enjoy the skiing more. It's vital for my travel. And of course, by being fit and healthy, it allows me to be more effective in my work. You can click on any of the boxes and move the goal to that box until you get the layout of your goals in the way that you would like them. And then step 3, visualize. And this is where we need to turn the goal statements into pictures. Many people have questioned me about this part of the online program because for many years I've been saying how important it is to draw your goals. The reality is the online system works incredibly well by using pictures. And I've spoken to some neuroscientists this year, and they've helped me to understand that it's not really about drawing or not drawing, It is about the meaning of the image for the user. The stronger the meaning of the image that you select, the greater the brain cell stimulation, the more powerful the command is to your subconscious mind. A personal photo, such as this one I have here of my children, will have more brain cell stimulation than any drawing I could manage. However, I still like to draw my goal maps, and so I have a mixture in my system of both maps that I've created, drawn and cropped the pictures I really like, as well as images that I've downloaded from the internet. I'm going to upload one from my computer. These are all my different goal maps that I've scanned over the years and cropped the images I'm pleased with. I'm just going to have a look in this folder here and see if I can find one in particular that I would like to use on this map. Here it is. So this is a drawing from about a year ago that I did in my goal map about being super fit and healthy, and it may not mean anything to anybody else, but it has a great level of meaning for myself. Let's have a picture of the children going skiing. And now presenting goal mapping in Brazil. Let's have a look. Brazil flag. Yeah, I like that one there. For those of you that are not familiar with the system, this is Pixabay, which is a free public website. It's linked directly to the goal mapping online system. So you can put in anything you want and search it, and it will bring up images, Italian flag, and that will then go straight into your map, quite like this one, because I like Italian food as well as being able to speak a little bit more of Italian. Let's see if that's gone in. No. Try again this one. Okay. Now increase my profit 20%. I'm just going to collapse the Pixabay. These folders here have pre-stocked images that you can use, and often when I'm coaching someone to create their map, I encourage them to use any images that feel okay, and then to take their time searching for images that have a deeper meaning for them. I like this one. And increase my profit 20%. So the more personal you make the photos, the more power they have. By all means, use the images that are in the system so that you go through the creation of your map in a bit of a flow. But then do either upload from your computer or download from the internet images that have a strong meaning for you. Step 4 is why. What are your 3 strongest emotional reasons? We're not motivated by logic, we're motivated by emotion. And this part of the map is where the motivation comes from. And so the more emotional your reasons, the greater the power they're going to have. Again, we want to write them as an affirmation. So I help my children to fly. It's a strong reason for me. And then, of course, for myself, I fulfill my potential. And then for many years, my life has been about making a difference to others. That's why I've traveled the world with goal mapping, sharing it wherever I can. And so I help lift lives. Once again, once you have your written statements, you want to create imagery so that it has power. I'm going to choose this one here of my children, and then one for myself about fulfilling my potential. And let's just have a look. Yes, I particularly like this of the cat looking in the mirror and seeing a lion. And another that I've used many times now, which is about helping to lift lives. And again, combination of my own drawings as well as those that I've found online. And then step 5, importantly, when. We need to give a date, otherwise it's not really a goal, it's only a wish. I'm going to go for exactly a year on this. So we'll do January the 1st, 2020. It's a good date. We go for January 2nd, 2020. So we've got all the 2s there. The start date comes up automatically, but you can change this if you want to. And now step 6, how? What are the major actions that you will need to take to move along the path? Now, all of your different goals may have different dates. So when you're choosing a date, and I'll just go back to that step, please focus on an achievement date for the main goal, because by achieving that, you're helping the others fall into place. It may be that if you have a really big set of goals, that you want to create additional maps so that you can give all the different goals their own dates and their action plan. The action plan for this map is going to be focused on the main goal, which is about increasing my health and well-being. And the 3 things that I'm going to do here are: I meditate. I spelled that right? No. Meditate every day. I've learnt transcendental meditation last year, and I find that really helps me a great deal to start my day well. Just 20 minutes. First thing in the morning, and then I do it a second time later in the day. I exercise regularly. And then one more, which is going to be focused on I maintain positive mind, emotions, and body. Oh. If you make a spelling mistake, as I did just there, you can go into the edit button and simply change it. The action that you put in first will come at the bottom always, and it's earliest on the timeline, because this is about health and fitness. These are part of my daily routine that I will engage in. It's something I've done before, but I've let it slip these last months where it's been so extremely busy. As with the previous steps, we want to add some pictures. So I'm going to choose this one here for meditation. And now one for exercising regularly. And here's one of my own drawings. This is me exercising. And now one more. And being positive in thought, word, and deed. We'll take this one. Step 7, final step of goal mapping, is who. Now, sometimes the who is going to be a specific person that's going to teach you something. Maybe a family member that's going to support you, a friend that's going to encourage you, a team member, work colleague that's going to assist you. Or if it is just you, then it's much more powerful to think beyond simply saying me, which is what so many people do on their maps that they send me, and instead to think about what is the quality of character, the way of being, who will you need to be to follow through, do that activity, take that action, move along your path towards the achievement of your goal. So with the meditation, for me, what it takes is commitment. And again, writing it as an affirmation. So if I was to write commitment, it's not anywhere near as powerful as saying, I am committed. So let's just change that. And then with the exercise, I am motivated. And with the last one being positive, it's about, for me, staying aware. I am aware. And once more now, we need to turn these statements into pictures. You can see here with all the different folders, go back onto this one. Some of them are pre-stocked, and then you have your own personal folder. And in your personal folder, this is where any images you upload will be stored for you, and they stay personal to you. Only you can see it, of course. Just want to choose a nice image for awareness. I think I'm going to have that one for commitment. Let's have a look at Pixabay just for a second and see if there's anything here. One T, I think. I'm going to take this one for commitment, and then motivated. Yeah, me running. And then the last one here, aware. And again, we'll see if Pixabay has something interesting. I like the eye. And then finally, to view the map. So here is my goal map, and it comes up with both the words and the pictures side by side, which is my recommended viewing of the map. What's important is that you look at the map once a day. As you look at the pictures, say the words, you can download it and print it or use it as a screensaver. So you can see here it's combined the words and the pictures together. I'll come back out of that view, back into the map again. And so once you have your map, you can then choose how you wish to see it. I can go back into my map here. So you can choose whether you're going to view it side by side with words and pictures. You can do the combined view, just pictures, just words. You can also share your map with a team. You can see different teams here that I've shared maps with in various countries around the world. You can also share it by clicking on the email and it will send the link. You can copy the link here and post that, or you can post your map up directly onto Facebook. I'm going to post that out now. In addition to what we've looked at so far, you can take your life balance check. And if you're unsure about where to focus with your goals, watch the video here and give yourself a score between 1 and 10 for how balanced you think you are in these different areas. Balanced mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, socially, and spiritually. And you'll see you'll get a readout here. You can save your balance, and that will save into your life journal so that you can come back to it and look at it another time. If you have a low area in your balance, then that's an indication of where you need to focus in order to be at your best and have your best year in 2019. My recommendation is that you create goal maps for the other areas of your life. So today we've been focused on a map that's about living your best life. I really recommend that you create goal maps for happiness, self-worth, well-being, financial freedom, relationships, and purpose. When I'm coaching people, this is the journey I take them on to gradually map out their life so that they get a great level of conscious clarity about what they want to achieve, as well as, of course, commanding their subconscious. Each of the circles in the mandala has a 1-hour recording of me talking about the key points of success for that area of your life. This is one that I recorded in Italy last year. As the recording plays, the PowerPoint will change and guide you through the process of gradually creating your map, as we have done today, words and pictures. This particular feature with the videos is in the upgrade of goal mapping. You can use the free level to create one goal map and also to watch all of the video here along the bottom part of the island. The flashing dot will show you the next video for you to watch. These are all recordings from my goal mapping workshop. For those of you, and I know we have many coming to the goal mapping workshop on the 19th of January at Heathrow. I think there are now 175 people booked. And so we have a little bit less than 50 places left because we max out at 213. For those of you that can't make it and you want to really turbocharge your year and achieve your absolute best, then I recommend that you work with a goal mapping coach. And we have many goal mapping coaches around the world. Here in the coach profile, you can find a goal mapping coach that is either in your region if you wanted to meet them personally. Many of them, of course, working as we are tonight through Zoom or Skype. And you'll find goal mapping coaches that have a focus on different areas of life and different expertise, whether that's education, financial freedom, overcoming addictions and life challenges, or any else that you would like to achieve. Here, the different coaches around the world who would be only too pleased to help you. If you're going to work with a coach, then you get a special coaching page. And if I open up the page, you can see here are all the people I'm working with at the moment around the world. Some of them just completing their coaching with me, some just starting, but I'm working with about 20 people at the moment, so my diary is quite full. And then finally, if you want to take a full learning experience while watching the videos, you can download the workbook pages from the resource tab here and print those out. So it's the next best thing to sit in the physical workshop. Most importantly, go create your goal map. It's not knowing about the system that makes it work. It's working the system, and that is as true for me as it is for anyone else, which is why after all the years of teaching it, I'm still creating my own goal maps. If I go back to my tab here, you can see all of the different maps I have, some of them from last year and the year before even, and now the newer maps that I'm bringing in. Create your goal map, look at it once a day, strengthen that brain cell connection so that you form belief, and empower yourself fully to have an absolutely amazing year. The essence of the system is very simple. If you think your best thoughts, it triggers the chemical release of serotonin that helps you to feel your best feelings. The combination of those two together lead you into your best actions and activities throughout your day. By thinking your best thoughts, feeling your best feelings, taking your best actions, you naturally, of course, live your best life and you will have your best year. I really hope the webinar has served you. I'll be posting up the recording for anyone that wants to watch it again. Please do sign up at the website if you've not already done so. Go create your goal map. Share it with me if you wish, or one of the other coaches, and we will give you some feedback on how to focus it and make it powerful. And for those of you that are interested in coaching, then please do contact me. Brian@brianmayne.com is my direct email, but you can also message me through the system. I wish you all the very best for the year ahead. I hope you have an amazing year. I feel absolutely sure that I'm going to. And I thank you for tuning in tonight and giving me your time. Bless you all. Happy New Year. Have a great 2019.